Alright, I need you guys to be honest with me. Does this outfit go hard? Does this work? You know, I even got the shorts on. Holy shit, I'm gonna die.
Yep, that's me.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Reviewslop Volume 2. I can't get out of this shirt. What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Reviewslop. If you don't know what Reviewslop is, basically it's me reviewing games as easily and as lazily as possible because I'm a very lazy person. I'm so lazy, in fact, that I've been procrastinating working on this very video, which is kind of funny considering this is supposed to be the easy one. Anyway, I got 3 games to talk about, so let's get to it. God, it's bright in here. Alright, so the first game I'm going to be talking about is Borderlands 3. Me and the Borderlands series have always had a very casual relationship. I've always known of them, but I've never really, dabbled with them all that much. And then Borderlands 4 was coming out, and that looked pretty good, but then Randy said I'm poor and broke and stupid, and so I was like, alright, fuck you. I'm gonna go play Borderlands 3 instead. Now, I've tried playing the Borderlands series several times before, but it's never stuck, and it stuck this time because I got to play it with a friend. So, me and my friend Toby played through all of Borderlands 3, and it was actually a lot of fun. I posted a video on my second channel if you want to see some highlights from my adventures. Now, before playing Borderlands 3, I had heard it was one of the worst games ever. Everything I heard about this game was that it was just the biggest piece of dog shit. And so going into it, I basically had no expectations. And the good thing about 0 is that you can only go up. I mean, there's negative numbers and decimals and shit, but we're not talking about that here. Anyway, Borderlands 3 is a pretty wacky game, so my thoughts are not going to be very coherent because this game isn't very coherent. The short version of this review is that the gameplay is really good and the story is bad. I shouldn't say it's bad. It has a lot of potential but doesn't realize any of that potential. But let's talk about the gameplay first. First off, we get the different vault hunters and their action skills and stuff. I went with Moe's for my first playthrough because she has a giant mech and that's very cool. What's the emote button? Oh, that is not the emote button. Holy shit, I'm in a mech. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh, baby! And the mech is very strong. It kind of low-key falls off in the late game, but that's more so just because you get better guns by the late game. By the late game. I sounded French there. By the late game! But I've been playing through the game again recently, and I've been playing Zane, and he is so fun, holy shit. His action skill being duplicate clones and a drone or a grenade, or depending on whatever you want to use. And his skill tree, I think, is just so fun. Everything is just spec'd for movement and sliding around and reload speed. It's just it is so fun to play as Zane. But yeah, all the guns feel great, sliding around is great. All the movement feels light and fluid. It's just really fun running around, sprinting around, and shooting stuff. Where the gameplay gets super boring is when they trap you in a car or get you to follow someone around, or when you gotta go talk to Lilith for the 900th time. That's when the gameplay is really boring because this game, for some reason, it has these amazing gun mechanics, and at every turn they're so how do we not use them? Because I swear to God, every time the game was alright, you're gonna drive around a car now and shoot some guys, I was so tuned out. But then they give you a gun again, you get to mow down a boss in 2 seconds, and then it's alright, we're back. So yeah, the gameplay, it's just so fun. If you play this game for 5 minutes, you'll see why the guns and everything, why the gameplay is so good. And then it just gets better as you get more upgrades and skills and all that shit. So yeah, TLDR, gameplay is very good. Fun to play. Now let's talk about the story. I'm going to be getting into some spoiler territory here, so if you care about that, maybe skip ahead. But basically, the main story is about these two, the Calypso twins, and they're trying to ascend into godhood or something like that, and they need to do that by collecting all the sirens' powers, and the sirens are these really special, super strong warrior god people. That's not an accurate fucking description. Basically, they're just trying to ascend into godhood, which is alright, cool, whatever. As I was playing, Toby was telling me a lot about what people thought of the games and that kind of stuff. And a lot of people said that these villains are the biggest problem, is they're just super annoying and they're written poorly and all that stuff. And I don't actually think the villains are necessarily that bad. I do kind of feel they're poorly written and weirdly utilized, because I think on paper they're a fine enough villain. Obviously they have to follow up Handsome Jack, which is good luck with that. But getting to my main problem with the story in this game, it's the cutscenes and how you, the Vault Hunter, doesn't actually exist in the story. At least you don't exist in the cutscenes. The characters talk to you and stuff, but in cutscenes you might as well not be there. Within the first hour, the Calypso twins show up to attack Lilith and steal her powers, which is cool, whatever. And you're trapped behind a door when it all happens, which I'm kind of fine with that excuse. I think it's stupid that nobody helps Lilith at all. We have this whole army, the Crimson Raiders, whatever, and just not a single person helps her at any point, but it's whatever. Because when you get to It's not Promethea. I don't remember the name of the planet, but you meet Maya, who's the siren from the second game. But she shows up in the main story as this like, oh my god, wow, she's here. I'm starting to get off track here. Basically, Maya shows up in the story and she's a siren and it's like, oh, the villains are gonna go after her. But she dies, spoilers, in the fucking dumbest way possible. And I beat the game like a few weeks ago at this point, and I've still thought about how stupid this cutscene is, because without diving too deep into it, basically fuck, how do I explain this? So there's this character Ava who is Maya's apprentice, and she's like one of those like typical young characters where they're like, oh, I want to get out there and see the world and like do cool stuff, but you won't let me because I'm a stupid kid. And it's like, whatever, we've seen this kind of character like a million times before. So like she was supposed to stay on the ship when Maya and the crew went to go unlock the vault to get the key to do something. And Ava followed anyway, and then so was in this area when the Calypso twins showed up, and we've seen the Calypso twins to be like very scary or whatever. So first problem, we're not in this cutscene, like the Vault Hunters themselves. We're supposed to be standing right there, but we're just not there. So it's like, cool, whatever. But then Maya, who is a powerful siren, we've seen her do cool stuff, just kind of stands there and goes, wow, we're gonna leave now. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? But then this little shit goes, I'm gonna be a siren one day and I'm gonna beat you guys, so you know, you better be scared. And it's like, are you dumb? You know, Amara, Mose, whenever you're ready, just shoot him. Shoot him now. Maya, shoot him. Fucking do something, guys. And then they battle a little bit. Ava gets slapped around. Maya gets the upper hand on the brother, Troy, here. And so it's like, in this moment, Maya holds all the cards. She has no reason not to just snap this guy's neck, right? And just like fucking call it a day beyond like the plot demands he lives kind of thing. And yet she just stands there, and then he grabs her and turns her to dust because of his whatever bullshit powers he just figured out. And she just like she just takes it and dies and just turns to dust, or she turns into a book actually. And it's like, look, I was not that attached to Maya. I know it seems like I'm like really broken up about this. Like, I know I've explained this very poorly, but like just go look up on YouTube Borderlands 3 Maya's death scene. It's the dumbest fucking thing. It's just so stupid, because I just truly cannot fathom what they were trying to accomplish with this scene. Because if you're trying to make the Calypso twins look super scary and strong, you failed at that because they just look stupid, because they just like stumbled into this power to be able to kill her. But then also you're killing a fan favorite character in a very unceremonious way. You just make Maya look like a giant idiot. And the whole thing was like, I was just sat there like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Ready.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. What? What? What the fuck was that? And it's very frustrating because like seconds before that, you just mowed down this giant beast. So it's like, you know, the Vault Hunter's very capable of fighting, and yet they're like, nope, they don't exist here. So you're like, all right, cool. But then they kill Maya in such a stupid way. Then you go back to the ship, and then Ava's like blaming Lilith, which is like, all right, whatever, kid. But then they have this whole fucking scene where you all stand around. They're like, wow, we really miss Maya, and like, you know, there was nothing we could have done to save her. And it's like, fuck you, I have a gun right here. I could have shot them and fucking solved this whole thing. And that's kind of my general issue with the Borderlands 3 story, is there's just so many times where it's like, oh my god, this could be solved with like somebody just fucking doing something instead of just standing around with their dick in their hand being like, no, I don't know, man. It's like, oh geez, we really got to stop these two before they take over the universe or whatever, and fucking nobody ever does anything. It's like, this game is very lucky that the guns are so fun to use and shoot at stuff, because otherwise this game would just be abysmal, because there's like zero motivators to get me to the next thing besides like, give me a new thing to shoot. And like, yes, while you're playing the game, a lot of this is very irrelevant, because it's just like, turn your brain off and just go shoot stuff, and that's great. But I just feel like this game could be such a slam dunk, because like all the pieces to the story are there. They just fumble so hard with all of them. But it's like, hey, at least the shooting's fun. The game also has some pretty cool bosses, like this guy, and the Tyrene boss fight at the end of the game is actually pretty cool. Even though me and Toby like absolutely shredded that last boss. Nice. Oh. Oh,
that's it.
Holy shit, we fucking demolished her. We are gamers. So yeah, those are my deranged thoughts on Borderlands 3. TLDR, story is a bit shit. Gameplay is really good, and overall, I like Borderlands 3. I just think the story sucks. And I think that's the general opinion, so I don't know if I'm breaking new ground over here. Anyway, let's talk about the next game. Yo, have you guys heard about this new game called Ghost of Yotei? Because it's pretty good. It's really good, actually. It's so good, in fact, that I don't really want to talk about it that much because I don't want to spoil anything, because I think you should just go play it for yourself. If you like Tsushima, you're probably going to like Yotei. It's improved so much of it without making the first one redundant. It's like... it's good. The game is beautiful. Like the art style is just like incredible. The combat is definitely my favorite part of the game so far, using all the different weapons and like swapping between them mid-combat, and it's just so satisfying to do and incredibly fun. And they cooked so hard with the combat. I can't believe how fun it is. The story is really good so far, and I'm sure it would get better if I ever actually play it because the open world is just like so rich with content, and there's constantly stuff to do and things popping up that I'm like, I've played for like, I think like 11 hours so far, and I've killed like one of the main guys, one of the main villains, whatever, and there's 6 of them, so I'm gonna be at it for a while, I think. But this game is just so incredible to play. It feels great to play. It looks great. All the, like I said, combat's just like such a highlight. Oh my god. And yeah, I don't really want to dive into spoilers too much, so just go play it. It's really good. Let's move on to the next game now. The last game we're going to talk about today is Hollow Knight Silksong. It's amazing. It's so good. I mean, I feel like we all knew it was going to be great. Hollow Knight 1 was fantastic, and then Team Cherry just spent the last like 7 years or whatever cooking. I don't think any of us truly doubted them. We were all kind of concerned about like, hey, is that game still happening? And yeah, it was, and it's out now, and it's really good. The art style is incredible. Obviously, they have such a distinct style, and it's so beautiful to look at. Like literally, no matter where you are in the game, it's just like a beautiful work of art. It's incredible. I really like the tools they added. Like this sting spike trap thing has been incredibly useful and has saved my ass so many times. The music is phenomenal. I always feel like I'm ascending when I'm listening to that shit. It's just like so impressive at like just everything about this game. It's like they cooked so hard with this shit. Like they updated the movement. Like Hornet is just so much faster than the Knight, and it just makes it so fun getting around the kingdom. Like the traversal is just like, oh, it's so simple and elegant and just like mwah. The game has some minor flaws. The biggest one that sticks out to me is probably the rewards you get. Like you'll go through this gauntlet of enemies and like fight tooth and nail to survive, and you'll get like 50 geo. That's not what it's called in this game. I do not remember what the currency is called right now, but the currency, you'll basically get like fuck all for doing all this stuff, and it's like, you know, the reward is the journey along the way and the friends you made or whatever, but it's like, you know, maybe give me like a little bit more money or something would be nice. I've heard they've updated like some of the early areas to give more money, but I'm past all that shit now, so I'm not gonna fucking reap the benefits of that. Another complaint that I wrote down early on that I don't know if I really agree with now is the runbacks. This game has some pretty brutal runbacks for the boss, but I don't know how I feel about it yet, because on the one hand, I don't hate it, but also I've like been spoiled by Elden Ring a little bit. I kind of want to just like jump into the boss immediately. But also I think the runbacks are like designed to like teach you patience or some shit. I don't know. That also might just be me, like, you know, sucking this game off unnecessarily. And because I'm like, you know, rose-tinted glasses and all that stuff, I'm like, I just can't see any red flags. So the runbacks just kind of have a big question mark next to them, whether I like them or not. I'm going to have to sit with that a little bit longer. And the last thing I'll say is that this game is fucking hard. Oh my god! Oh my god! Why am I playing this? Holy shit! Oh, dude! What the fuck? Wait, hold on. We might have just found the new worst run back. What the hell is this? I don't even know how to get back there. What the fuck? Oh my god, I have to fight 2 of you fuckers back. Okay, alright. Oh, come on. There were so many fucking minions. Oh, suck a cock, both of you! Maybe I'm not worthy to beat Silksong. Maybe I'm just a failure. But if I can beat Silksong, I'll be swimming in bitches. Sorry. For probably the first like 12 hours of me playing this game, every room I stepped into or every new area I found, I was just like filled with such dread. Or like when I stumbled into a boss room, I was like, oh god, I'm so fucked. Because I was just getting my shit rocked at like every turn, and I rage quit a couple times where I was like getting so angry that I was like, I gotta step away. This game is too difficult. But somewhere between hour 12 and hour 13, the combat just everything started to click. So yeah, that's less of a complaint and more of just like a warning. If you're gonna play this game, which I hope you do, it's amazing. Just know that it is it's fucking challenging. So yeah, overall, Hollow Knight Silksong is a phenomenal video game. I haven't even finished it yet, so maybe that'll change, but I doubt it. And to top it all off, it's like 30 bucks. This game is like dirt cheap, and it's like the amount of content and care and like content, and I said that already. There's just so much packed into this game for like not that much money, and it's like, oh my god, Team Cherry is insane. So anyway, TLDR, Hollow Knight Silksong is a good game. And there we are. That is everything I wanted to cover in today's episode of Reviewslop. I hope any of my insane ramblings were interesting to listen to, or maybe you learned something, or I don't fucking know. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you like this, and if you didn't like this, keep that shit to yourself. You'll only hurt my feelings. I don't know how to end videos anymore. Thanks for watching, I guess. Like and subscribe. Bye. Fucking, I don't know. What are you still doing here? Go home. Video's over.